This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Neshannock, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tonight, first place is on the line in girls basketball, WPIAL 2A Section 1. It is the Aliquippa Quips, 6-0 in the conference, 12-2 overall. They take on the Neshannock Lancers at 5-1 in conference play and 15-2 overall. Tonight's game on the Lawrence County Sports Network is brought to you by Millie Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, the Newcastle Transit Authority, UPMC Orthopedic Care, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, The Red Zone by Durham Honor Law, Gem Builders Incorporated, Pontius Insurance, Works in Progress, Crane Room Grill, the City Rescue Mission, Something for Your Wall Photography, the Tri-County Principals Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Eric Thomas with you here courtside tonight. It's real simple. If Neshannock wants a shot to win the section here tonight, they're going to have to win this game. Already have one loss to Aliquippa this season. First meeting this year. Earlier this year was a narrow victory, a come-from-behind victory by the Quips, 65-61 in overtime. And that was a good game for Neshannock. They led most of the way, got big nights from Jaden Noge and also Ainsley Allison. The other night, Neshannock comes back. They beat Laurel 65-19. They led 11-0 with 3 minutes to go in the first. And Peyton Newman had a big game. This game, called by Neshannock head coach Luann Grabowski, a dogfight. She said that's for all the marbles. We'll see. We should be up for the challenge. Let's see what happens here tonight. This is going to be for the section championship. Both teams are in the postseason already. That's important to note. There's 16 teams that'll qualify in 2A, and in Section 1, they'll take 4 from each section of the WPIAL. Aliquippa and Neshannock have both already qualified, along with Fort Cherry, Chartiers Houston, Winchester Thurston, and the Riverview Raiders. We'll talk all about the playoff possibilities coming up on our halftime show later on tonight. Should be a good crowd here tonight. Should be a good atmosphere for this girls' showdown as both teams are taking warm-ups right now. And we'll see them hit the floor for tip-off in about 6.5 minutes. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineup and get you set for tip-off between Neshannock and Aliquippa tonight on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Lucas Stanley as a December Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the season opener. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Union's Kylie Frustifer and Newcastle's Rihanna Boyce as the December Female Athletes of the Month, with both seniors also eclipsing their 1,000 career point mark. Congratulations and best of the luck to 1,000 point scorers Rihanna Boyce, Kylie Frustifer, and Lucas Stanley, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And back here at Neshannock High School, Eric Thomas with you courtside as we're about 2 minutes or so away from tip-off between Neshannock and Aliquippa tonight. We did mention that they are already in the playoffs. We'll tell you about the standings and who is kind of on the verge of qualifying here later on tonight during our halftime show. And our Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard update. One final already in the books tonight. Elwood City defeated Mohawk 59-37. That game was over at Mohawk. We'll have the same 2 teams, the boys variety, tomorrow night at 7:30 on the Lawrence County Sports Network. The second time that those 2 will meet. Mohawk has won 4 in a row over Elwood City, dating back to last season when they swept them 3 times and then they won the first meeting earlier this year. Union is already in the books too with a 54-16 win tonight. That was over Springdale, so the Union train keeps on rolling here this season. A little bit of a surprise that maybe that they're as good as they are. We expected maybe them to not necessarily take a step back, but maybe not be as sharp as they've been this year because of all the graduation and losses, Kelly Cleaver and a few others, but Union just keeps on rolling. Here tonight, this game is going to be interesting because in the first meeting we mentioned in the open that Neshannock had a pretty good night in that game. In fact, they led most of the way until they fell in overtime. They did hit 5 3-pointers in the first game earlier this season. And one of the other things to keep an eye on here tonight is going to be the start for Neshannock, because back on January 17th, when they beat Central Valley, Lou Ann Grabowski was quoted as saying that they have to fix their slow start. So tonight, they cannot afford to get off to a slow start. They're going to need a big game from just about everybody that's on the floor tonight. This is going to be for the section championship, no question. Could be the second of maybe 3 meetings between these 2 this season as well. Aliquippa is certainly going to be one of the favorites in the WPIAL tournament coming up, and we'll see if they can make a run, and we'll see if the Lady Lancers can make a run into March and into the state tournament. Don't forget the state finals are a week later this year, the last weekend in March because of a scheduling conflict. So it's going to be a long season yet. We still got 2 full months to go until the season is wrapped up. A lot of basketball to be played. But this one here tonight is the biggest one to date for both these sides as they will battle out for the second time. And if Aliquippa wins, they're going to be your section champs. If the Neshannock wins, they're going to need some help, but they will have the tiebreaker. And then again, maybe they'll meet for the third time to decide this season series. Let's listen in on tonight's national anthem here before we tip things off. Tonight's national anthem, and we are about set to get things going here tonight. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Call to place your order at 724-656-1533. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game or place an order for takeout. And that's the Crane Room at 724-656-1553. For Aliquippa tonight, they will start Carla Brown, senior. They will start Yuri Carter, also a senior. Danye Washington, Dayana Washington, I beg your pardon, a freshman. Honesty Johnston, a senior, and sophomore Denham Odom will round out the starting five. For the Lady Lancers, head coach Luann Grabowski, of course, you know her story by now. This team won a state championship just a couple short years ago. 766 career wins. She's looking for another big one here tonight for 767. The starting five for the Lancers, it'll be Jaden Nogay leading things off at the guard position, 12.5 points a game. Sophia Bonner, the sophomore, averaging just under 7 points a game. Ainsley Allison, another sophomore, 9 points a game. Nina Madur, 7.5 points a game, the junior guard, making another start for this team this season. 21 three-pointers made on the season. And Peyton Newman in the middle, a sophomore, 14.5 points a game for the Lancers. She'll step out and hit threes, too. Has 10 of them this season. And we'll see if she can get off to a fast start in that game. The other night, she had a big night. 9 of her 15 points in the first quarter against Laurel the other night in that romp by the Lancers. JV game was won by Neshannock 56-19. Let's see if the Lady Lancers can repeat the feat at the varsity level here tonight as the Section 1 championship is on the line here tonight between Neshannock and Aliquippa. As you look at them on the screen there, Aliquippa will be in the all-red. Your keys to the game tonight. What can Brown do for you? That's Carla Brown. Layla Brown will also play as well. She's played some pretty good minutes for this Aliquippa team this season. For Neshannock here tonight, Newman's Day. Let's see if Peyton Newman will get off to a fast start. She will jump it at center circle alongside Yuri Carter for Aliquippa. Aliquippa, coached by Dwight Lindsay, built this program basically from the ground up. Another storyline we'll talk about as the night goes on. Tap controlled by the home side, the Lancers. And Sophia Bonner will bring it across the floor. Man defense by the Quips to start things out. Near wing, it's Allison, now Newman. Inside, good movement on the ball by the Lady Lancers on that possession as Allison is going to be fouled on the floor. First team foul on Aliquippa.
Foul, number 3 of the guard. That's her first.
And Yuri Carter will pick up her first. Inbound pass is going to be tied up, and the arrow is going to favor Aliquippa.
Jump ball possession will go to the Lady Quips.
Quips offense, high-powered this season. Perfect in section play, 12-2 overall. They have taken on all comers, and they look the part of a potential WPIAL champion. But on first possession of the night, Eureka Carter is going to throw that one away. Keys to the game tonight were brought to you by Works in Progress. Is Sophia Bonner with the first two of the night for the Lancers. Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Red at 724-714-4294. Foul on Jaden Nogue. That's her first, and the team first on Neshannock. So each team picks up a foul here in the first minute. Carla Brown rocking the reverse Grinch Kobe's tonight. Inside, off the window and in. Denham Odom scores. And Aliquippa ties it up at 2. The other way we go. Newman. She'll take these threes and drains it. Well, that's going to be big if she can step out and hit the 3. Lancers will slap on a little token pressure. Nogue defending in the backcourt as Brown brings it across for the Quips. 6:36 to go in the opening quarter. 5-2 early lead for Neshannock. Brown tied up. Gets out of traffic over to Washington. Brown once again, they show double. There's Washington, high dribble, and a little out of control there, but that foul is going to be on Neshannock. That'll be the second team foul on Neshannock with 6:15 to go. And that's on Sophia Bonner, her first. Stays on the Quip side. Washington off the inbound. Good pass inside out of a double team. Too strong that time by Carter. And then the putback is going to get waved off as we'll go the other way with an offensive foul on Aliquippa.
Foul number 13, Denham Odom.
So on Denham Odom, second on Aliquippa. So each team with 2 fouls here in the early going. It's still a 3-point lead for the Lancers. Nogue guarded out front by Brown. Drives on Brown. And Aliquippa defense will stick on any team that they play. Look at how tight that defense is right up near half court by Johnson. Newman this time will take it on the drive. High arcer off the window. And Peyton Newman's got 5 early points here. It's a 5-point lead for Neshannock with 5:32 to go in the opening quarter. Good pass underneath, and all alone laying it in is Odom. Her second field goal of the night cuts it to a 3-point lead. Pass across to Nogue. Nogue into the corner. 3-ball on the way is good. Sophia Bonner with the 3. She's got 5, and it's 10-4. Lancers here early on. Go to a 1-2-2. Trying to slow down this Quippa team. Open jumper on the way. A little contact there as Johnson can't connect. Here come the Lancers down the floor. Bonner. Pass underneath Nogue. Nogue waits. Good job denying Newman that time. It's off of Aliquippa, and it'll stay on the Neshannock side with 4:40 to go in the opening quarter. Again, Elwood City's already in the books tonight with a win. So is Union. We'll have the scoreboard for you coming up later on during our halftime show. And Newman tied up on the rebound, and it's over the back. That'll be the first foul on Peyton Newman. It's going to be the third
Foul number 32, Peyton Newman.
on the Lancers here early on with 4:35 to go. Brown. Mentioned the kicks tonight that Brown has on. Of course, Kobe Bryant, 5-year anniversary of his tragic death yesterday. Good to see one of the players on the floor tonight proudly sporting his famous reverse Grinch kicks. And a drive by Brown off the mark. Put back. There's Johnson.
Honesty Johnson.
Her first field goal of the night. 4-point lead for the Lancers. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. Newman Good move by Newman, but left it right off the wedge, and it's controlled by Aliquippa. Scrum on the floor and tied up. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Aliquippa. It's going to be on Brown.
Foul, the one over the line.
It's already 3 apiece for each side. Two really good P. Snogay's step back 3 is short. Dwight Lindsay, who has just rejuvenated this Aliquippa program, is going to be an offensive foul called on Denham Odom, and that's going to be her second and the 4th on Aliquippa. So it's been a foul fest here in the first 6.5 minutes. We got 7 combined fouls between the two sides. And that's going to force Lindsay to go to his bench as Jazz Cobb is into the game for the first time tonight. .320 to go in the opening quarters. Neshannock, Medor, Newman, Bonner, Nogay, and Allison. Bonner has her 3 blocked. That was Johnson who got a piece of it. And then keeping that whole thing alive is Medor, and now Nogay a reset. Dwight Lindsay calling for his players to get up on defense. And Honesty Johnson responds right up on Bonner, and they're going to tie her up. They're going to get Honesty Johnson for a foul. That's going to be the 5th foul on Aliquippa here. We still got 2:57 to go in the first quarter.
Well, Steve Johnson checks it in for Neshannock, number 4.
Rowe is into the game for the first time tonight for Neshannock. Places Sophia Bonner. All right, so what's going on here is that Bonner, because that was the 5th foul, will have to shoot the free throws before they can sub her out.
Bonner will shoot 2 shots.
Bonner, a 65% free throw shooter on the season. 5 points early on. First one's good. Carla Brown appears to have perhaps lost a contact. They are searching for that underneath the Aliquippa basket. Look, they were looking for something. It looked like maybe a contact, perhaps, as Bonner goes 1 for 2 on the trip. Rebound controlled by the Quips. 2:53 to go, first quarter. 11-6, Neshannock in front. Much like they did in the first meeting, as Aliquippa will turn that over for the 3rd time in the quarter, and then giving it right back. There's Honesty Johnson for her 2nd field goal of the night. Cuts it to a 3-point lead. Newman out top again. We're going to get an offensive foul underneath on the Lancers.
Offensive foul on Neshannock, number 10, Nina Medor. Checking in for Neshannock, number 4, Lily Rowe.
Lily Rowe finally checks in. That's the first foul on Medor, but that's the 4th on Neshannock here in the opening minutes. So 9 combined fouls here early on. Johnson, they tried to lob that inside. 4th turnover by the Quips. Newman lost control. And the 3-ball on the way is off the back iron that time by Medor. Rebound, outlet pass. Johnson up ahead. Adjusts and scores.
Honesty Johnson.
Such an athletic Aliquippa team. And Rowe's got to be careful. Johnson came right up on her near half court as Brown steps in front and almost knocked that away. It'll stay with the Lancers with 1:45 to go in the quarter. 1 point lead for the Lancers. That lead quickly evaporated. And a foul going to get called on Honesty Johnson. That's going to be her second.
Foul number 12, Honesty Johnson. Rowe at the line to shoot 2 shots.
So Rowe's going to be there for 2. Rowe, a 44% free throw shooter. And the first one gets the friendly roll. Second one by Rowe. Also going to get the roll. It's up to a 3-point lead now with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Double team again, and that's going to be another turnover on Aliquippa, their 5th here in the first quarter as Johnson took an extra step. And it looks like they're going to call a delay of game. Dwight Lindsay's asking for an explanation here on something. I'm not sure if they called a delay of game or what the case was here. But now all 3 refs are involved in this here. I don't know if Dwight Lindsay got a warning. I don't think they've given him the official warning just yet. They're not making him sit, so he said his piece. Refs listened to it. All 3 of them did. And Rowe going to turn that over. Double dribble. Third turnover for Neshannock here in the first. Down to 1:20 to go. 3-point lead. Turned over again. It's turnover number 6. Committed by the Quips here in the first. Rowe gets rid of it. Allison. Newman. Back to Rowe. Lost the defender. Bounce pass inside. And off the glass and in for Ainsley Allison. Her first field goal of the night. Stretches it back to a 5-point lead as we're under 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Washington lost it again. 7th turnover for Aliquippa. Pass up ahead to Nogue is a little too strong. Jaden's able to recover. And Nogue at the line, half-court line, saving that one. Down to 15 seconds left. Rowe drives, little contact there. They lob it up. Bador, corner, trying to find Rowe and couldn't. That'll be the 4th turnover for Neshannock here in the first as Layla Brown is going to come in for Aliquippa with 2.7 to go. Good first quarter so far. We expected this was going to be a tight matchup. Free throws playing a big role. Half-court shot at the buzzer. Hits the glass. And Karam's back towards the 3-point line. So a good, entertaining opening quarter here. 15-10. Aliquippa trailing Neshannock after 1. We'll come back with a second quarter after this on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure, and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Aliquippa or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Good start for Neshannock with Sophia Bonner and Peyton Newman combining for 11 of the 15 points in the first 8 minutes as the Lancers have a 5-point lead. Good balance across the board as 4 different Lancers have scored. It's been all Johnson and Odom for Aliquippa. So they've combined to go for all 10. It'll be Neshannock ball to start the second. See Peyton Newman right there at the bottom of your screen awaiting the start. And she'll get it into Sophia Bonner to get things rolling here in the second quarter. This is for the section title in girls 2A Section 1. Both teams already in the postseason. Bonner ahead fake. Good jumper by Sophia Bonner to open the second. She has 8, and it's a 7-point Neshannock lead. Brown, nifty move around that double team. Hop step and traveled. 8 turnovers for Neshannock here for Aliquippa here in the first half. Seems at least early on, Neshannock is controlling the pace of this game as Johnson tipped that out of bounds but couldn't keep it alive. Johnson and Brown are the 1-2 punch. They don't have Cassidy Miller anymore. She is, we're told, done for the season. Bonner, good bounce pass out of traffic. Allison through the double team, and she is going to go to the line for 2.
From the foul to John Banks. Allison is the line to shoot 2 shots.
Allison 55% from the line. This Neshannock team from the line has not shot the free throws well this season, just 59%. You get that with young teams, and they went through it last year. Some of the youth, they got up against that Mercyhurst team in the playoffs, and that was tough. That was one of the better teams in the state. Johnson and traveled once again. 9 turnovers in the first half for Aliquippa. Just getting you started here tonight on what's going to be a good week of action here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. Tomorrow night, a boys doubleheader. We got you covered as far as the big one goes between Elwood and Mohawk, 7:30 tomorrow night from Mohawk High School. Looking forward to that one as Newman steps out for 3. That's off the front of the rim. And Johnson will run it down the sideline. Good crowd on hand tonight, as expected. Aliquippa brings a good traveling fan base for just about every sport. Inside, Johnson had to collect herself. Oh, tapped out of bounds as Layla Brown tried to save that back inbounds, and it hit Peyton Newman right in the face. She looks okay. Completely unintentional there. Bonner hands it off to Newman. Newman to the corner. The dirt shakes out of it. Nogue up top. Look at this defense by Aliquippa. This is a key here tonight. Why the ball movement's going to be so big, and there it is inside as Allison gets the feed from Bonner. And that defense tipped into the backcourt and stolen right away by Bonner. Bonner trying to outrun the defense. Stumbled, threw it off the glass. No. Rebound loose. Madure hits the floor, scrunches it between her legs. Allison tied up, throws one up, is fouled and will shoot 2. What a sequence there from Neshannock with 5:25 to go in the half.
Foul number 13. Allison back with the line to shoot 2 shots.
That's on Denim Odom. That's her third. Allison makes the first.
Checking back in for Aliquippa, number 10, Deanna Washington. In for Neshannock, number 4, Lily Rowe.
Deanna Washington back, as is Lily Rowe for the respective sides. Allison. Oh, and it rimmed in. Got the roll that time. And a timeout called, a Pontius Insurance timeout called.
60 seconds.
It's a full timeout called. As we remind you to visit PontiusInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. PontiusInsurance.com. Hey, reminder, tomorrow night, or rather Wednesday night, you can also get a preview of each of the games each week as we go beyond the scoreboard on our weekly podcast delivered by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. We have a new episode for you coming up on Wednesday night this week. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for delivery of 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or get cases of bottles delivered to your home or work. Let Penn Ohio Bottled Water do the heavy lifting and bring refreshing water to your door. Good one here so far. Biggest lead of the night for either side is Neshannock right now at 12. And fueled by that nice Sophia Bonner to Ainsley Allison connection. And then Bonner with the steal, and that led to a good flurry of activity on the Neshannock side. They are in control right now. But a reminder, they were in control of the first game as well. And Aliquippa was able to battle back and win that first game in overtime. So it is for sure figuring to be a 4-quarter game here tonight. A little confusion in the Aliquippa backcourt, but Brown will get it across. There's the double again. And stepping in front of that one and forcing the 10th turnover of the night. Rowe and Nogue converging that time. This Neshannock defense has been fantastic here in the opening half as Nogue has it. Allison inside. Newman bodying her way in, and she is going to be fouled. And Peyton Newman to the line to shoot a pair with 4:57 to go in the second quarter.
Foul number 5. That's called Newman to shoot 2.
Jazz Cobb guilty of the foul. Newman shorts the first one. 56% shooters. So the one you don't want to foul on this Neshannock team is Jaden Nogue. 83%. Everybody else has had their issues this season with free throw shooting, so that's something that they're going to have to get worked out as we get into the month of February in the WPIAL tournament. All alone under the basket and laying it in is Carter. Camping out. First field goal of the night for Carter. Cuts it down to 11. Rowe, no call. Gets it right back off the window and in. Again, the balance scoring for Neshannock in this first half. 25-12. Lancers in front. Skip it across. Washington, Johnson inside. Carter. A lot of contact. Newman might have gotten a piece of it. Lob pass down low for Allison is too tall. And that'll lead to the 6th Neshannock turnover of the night as Sophia Bonner comes back in. Yeah, we mentioned the free throw shooting here. I mean, Bonner at 65% is the second highest on this team of the starters. Allison is 55. Madura is just at 50 and Newman at 56. So there's options if Aliquippa needs to late in this game as Newman gets a hand on it. But that goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with Aliquippa as we have 4:01 to go in the opening half. It's been a physical game, but Neshannock has made some runs here in this first half. Washington back to Brown. Takes a deep three. Clangs off the side, and the rebound falls into the hands of Allison. Comes Bonner the other way, splitting the double team up ahead. Nogue, extra pass. Rowe off the glass and in. Lily Rowe off the bench with 6. Huge spark plug off the bench for this Neshannock team. It's a 15-point Lancer lead. Johnson forces that one. Rowe runs down the rebound, lost the handle. It's back to Aliquippa. And they're going to say a backcourt violation on the Quips. 11 turnovers in the first half. .323 to go. It seems like the second quarter forever here. You know that Neshannock just wants to get to that locker room with a comfy lead. That's off Neshannock and back to Aliquippa. 8 turnovers now in the first half for the Lancers. So it's been a turnover game and a foul game. Well, the fouls have calmed down here in the second quarter. Dwight Lindsay is still working the officials. He's had a couple of shoulder shrugs on that bench here in the first half. And we get a foul on Lily Rowe.
First for Lily Rowe.
That's going to be the first team foul on Neshannock in the second quarter. Off Neshannock, it'll stay with Aliquippa. Aliquippa the rest of the way. Laurel, Avonworth, Freedom, and then Rochester to close things out. And those 2 games against Rochester and Laurel are very big. Not for Aliquippa necessarily, because with the win tonight, they're going to lock this thing up. But they are very big for Laurel and Rochester, and we'll tell you about that coming up in our UPMC Orthopedic halftime shows. Jaden Nogue picks up the foul. Second team foul.
Number 10, Nina Medor.
Nina Medor will come back in for the Lancers. Luann Grabowski doing a good job with her bench here tonight. Brown dips low in the half. Good give and go, and Washington gets the lay-in. Diana Washington, her first field goal tonight. 13-point lead for Neshannock as Newman drives. Held. Foul is on the floor, so no shots. And that foul is going to be on Jazz Cobb, her second, 4th on Aliquippa.
Foul number 5, Jazz Cobb.
Dwight Lindsay's been told a couple of times by all 3 officials to chill when he's been going after them for calls. I mean, they're giving him some rope here to say his piece, but lob pass inside. Newman, that one's tipped away by Carter. Allison somehow ran it down as she gets wrestled by Carter, and Carter's going to pick up the foul. Second on Carter, and again, Aliquippa is in the bonus here with 5 fouls in the quarter. So this is going to be shots the rest of the way with 2:25 to go in the first half. That's going to lead Dwight Lindsay to go to Gianna Banks off the bench as Allison will hit the first.
Checking in for Aliquippa, number 31, Gianna Banks.
These are big. These are big free throws in this first half. And you have got to get into a rhythm at that charity stripe if you're Neshannock. And Allison's done her part here in the second quarter, going 5 of 6 from the line as Brown, Medor playing very tight defense. Good lob inside, and Bonner steps in front to poke it away. That's 12 turnovers now, but they give it right back. 12 turnovers by Aliquippa in the first half, 9 for Neshannock. Brown, bounce pass inside. Banks turns. And she traveled, so there is turnover number 13 for Aliquippa tonight. Two minutes to go in the first half. Couldn't have asked for a better opening 16 minutes if you're Neshannock. 15-point lead on your home floor, trying to tie Aliquippa atop the section. And Newman traveled. It's now 10 turnovers for Neshannock in the first half. Two teams that combined for 23 turnovers. And 16 fouls here in the first half. We're going to have our 17th foul.
Neshannock foul number 2 is Sophia Bonner.
That's on Bonner. 13 foul on Neshannock, second on Bonner. Bonner and Noge each with 2.
Checking in for Neshannock, number 3, Callie Biondi.
Callie Biondi is into the game for the first time tonight. And open for 3. A little contact on the shot. That was Cobb, and it's run down by the Lancers. Here comes Newman the other way. Step back on the way. Newman's attempt is off, and Johnson the rebound. Brown dribbles around, down to 1:23 to go in the first half. Tied up at half court. This half court defense, the trap up near half court, has been very good for Neshannock in this game tonight. Skips it into the corner. Cobb is open again, and we got contact everywhere. Banks is going to pick up her first foul, and that'll send Neshannock the other way with 1:11 to go in the first half.
Banks.
65 seconds to go. Still a 15-point lead for the Lancers. Rowe inside Allison, give and go. Rowe gets it back, reverse layup, got it way high off the glass and in. And Lily Rowe continues her strong night with 8. She is 2 away from a career high tonight. Banks inside, lobs it. Johnson off balance, got it to go. First field goal of the second quarter for Johnson with 30 seconds to go in the half. She also has 8. What a game for Lily Rowe in the first half. Averaging almost 3.5 points off the bench. Season high 9, career high 10. Both in jeopardy here tonight. Rowe has it with 7 seconds to go. Into Newman. Newman turns and faces Cobb. Give and go again. Rowe has it swatted out of there. And Washington cannot get control to get it off before the half. Excellent second quarter. If you are Neshannock, they outscore Aliquippa 16-6 in the quarter. We'll have the UPMC Orthopedic Halftime Show coming your way next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Back here at Neshannock High School, halftime with you as Neshannock has a 31-16 lead. This is the UPMC halftime show. It's UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence County and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. To schedule an appointment at any of our 4 Lawrence County locations, call 724-983-7000. Well, it was a good first half, especially if you're on the Neshannock side tonight, because they came out and they really took it to Aliquippa in that first half. As we bring you our scoring recap, let's take a look at who has the edge tonight so far with our Creative Edge scoring recap. Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. For Aliquippa in the first half, they were led by Honesty Johnson with 8, 4 for Denham Odom, 2 for Uri Carter, and Diana Washington had 2. That is it. Carla Brown started, did not score. Jazz Cobb was in the game, did not score. Jayana Banks in the game, did not score. And Neshannock outscores or holds Aliquippa to 6 points in the second quarter. And they outscore them 16-6 in the quarter. For Neshannock, first half, excellent balance by the Lady Lancers. Ainsley Allison with 9, 8 for Lily Rowe off the bench. Sophia Bonner with 8 as well. 6 for Peyton Newman, who got off to a fast start and then hit a big free throw in the second quarter to help propel this run. That's your Creative Edge scoring recap. From concept to creation, they combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. We have a couple of finals for you tonight, as well as already tonight. Union and Elwood City are in the books. Remind you that why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. So in the books tonight already, it was Elwood City over Mohawk 59-37. Union defeated Springdale 54-16. 3 other games going on tonight. Freedom at Shenango, Laurel at Rochester. That is a huge game in Section 1, and we'll tell you why in just a moment. And Newcastle takes on Chartiers Valley tonight as well. So we told you at the top of the show tonight that already Aliquippa and Neshannock are in the WPIAL 2A playoffs coming up beginning next month. They will take 4 teams out of each section. Rochester and Laurel right now are battling for 3 and 4. Now, the seeding might not mean much, but Freedom, they're at 1 and 5 right now, so they're kind of hanging around there, but that's only a 1-game lead for Laurel over them, so that's a big game for Laurel tonight. Rochester at 4 and 2 in the conference, Laurel at 2 and 4, Freedom at 1 and 5, and Shenango at 0 and 5. Shenango does not have an opportunity to make up the ground, as most teams only have 3 or 4 more games left. So Shenango would have to win tonight against Freedom, and then Freedom would obviously have to win to keep their chances alive. But it looks like the top 4 are going to be Aliquippa, Neshannock, Rochester, and Laurel. In Section 2, Fort Cherry is the only one that's qualified so far. They're 6-0 and 14-2 overall. Southside Beaver is about to snag a bid. They're 4-1 in this section. Burgettstown and Brentwood are 3-3 and 2-3 respectively. Carlinton is 1-4 and Northgate is 0-5. So we do our chassis toss. Limon has made an appearance here tonight from the Mohawk Elwood City game. So, yeah, as far as that goes, Brentwood, Burgettstown, and Carlinton are all still in the mix as far as the 4 teams go. Burgettstown at 3-3, 1 game over Brentwood, and then Brentwood has a 1-game advantage over Carlinton. So all 3 of those teams still have a chance to make it. Southside Beaver is going to get a bid, along with Fort Cherry already in the tournament. In Section 3, Chartiers Houston and Best Center are a game apart, 2 games apart. California is also 4-2. This is a good race here with these teams, as Chartiers Houston is 5-0 in the conference. They've already secured a bid. Best Center, California, and Bentworth are all 4-2, 4-2, and 3-3. And then Carmichael's at 1-5. Carmichael's probably will not have a chance to make up any ground unless they get 2 Bentworth losses. So it looks like the 4 in Section 3 are also set. Just a matter of figuring out who finishes where in that regard. In Section 4, Winchester Thurston is in along with Riverview. And then the battle is for the 3rd and 4th spot, as Apollo Ridge and Ellis School are 3-3, and Fraser is 1-5. And again, Fraser probably does not have enough time to make up the ground unless they get a lot of help here in the next couple of weeks. In Class A, 6 of a possible 10 teams have clinched a playoff berth. In Section 1, Union, St. Joe's, and Aquinas are all in. Section 2, Geibel Catholic, Tarleton. You really want to mess with Ayanna Wade, good luck. And Sarah Catholic are all in the tournament in Single A. We've got about a minute till we tip off the 3rd quarter. Let's take one more timeout, and when we come back, we'll get you set for the 3rd quarter. It's the UPMC halftime show here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Back here at Neshannock High School, start of the 3rd quarter. It'll be Aliquippa ball to start things. Swap ends here, and Aliquippa is going to have to rally once again as they are down 15. Remember, they rallied the first time down at Aliquippa in the first meeting. This is for the section championship, all intent and purposes. If Neshannock's going to win it, they have to win this tonight. If Aliquippa is going to win it, they will if they do this tonight. Sophia Bonner picks up an early foul. That's her 3rd. And at the line is Diana Washington. And she misses the front end. Big thanks to James Dotson, who got us going here tonight. James has been under the weather the last couple of days, so we appreciate his efforts to get us on the air here tonight. And then our crew over at Mohawk, as both are off. And here comes Newman the rest of the way. And a floater by Rao is off the mark. And Rao just needs 2 points to tie her career high. And right at half court, look at that, forcing the turnover. The 14th tonight by Aliquippa. However, Neshannock's going to give it right back to the Quips. Tell you about our schedule coming up the rest of the week as well. Matt and Garrett doing a nice job tonight getting over here from Mohawk to do the rest of the legwork behind the scenes as Rao down the floor off the turnover, has it blocked from behind by Brown. Up ahead, Johnson lays it off the window and in.
Honesty Johnson.
Okay, down the floor. Foul line jumper for Newman is no good. Quips look like they're hungry for a run here as Johnson gets the rebound. Here comes Brown, lobs it underneath. Johnson again, no. That was actually Denham Odom that had the rebound for Aliquippa the other end. Here comes Rowe, rather. Nogue, three. The side, and Allison runs down the rebound. Gets by the defense, off the glass, no. Tied up underneath is Newman with Carter with 6:31 to go in the third, and that's going to go against the Lancers.
Foul number 32, Peyton Newman.
That's Peyton Newman's second, and the second on Neshannock here. Callie Biondi is back in the game. So Bonner is out, as is Newman. Carter underneath, throws it right in the hands of Biondi. 16 turnovers. Nogue gets it back, blocked by Brown. Excellent job defensively on a couple of possessions here, and that one too tall for Odom to run down, and it's back to Neshannock. That is 17 now turnovers by Aliquippa in this game. Neshannock's got 11. Recovered defense, though, by Aliquippa on a couple of these trips has been good. There's the rangy hands once again by Johnson. Rowe, who's been phenomenal tonight, up ahead of Biondi. Biondi, extra pass, stolen away. Neither team wants to put it in the bucket here in the third as Odom, the contact and bucket.
Bucket was good.
That brings the Aliquippa bench and faithful to their feet on the far side and cuts the lead down to 11.
The Shinnick foul on Callie Biondi.
Fouls on Callie Biondi, and that's going to already be the third
one shot
on the Lancers. They have it on the board as 2. There should be 3 fouls. We'll go with the 2. Yeah, it should be 3 fouls. Odom got it to go. Now you see a little life out of Aliquippa here with 5:50 to go in the quarter. Long way to go. Newman spins and banks it in. Big shot for Neshannock. They needed that to get going here in the third. Brown traveled. 18 turnovers for Aliquippa tonight. This isn't exactly the tightest confines here either. This is a pretty open gym. Aliquippa's just had some problems on this floor tonight. Thanks to that Neshannock defense. You don't really... It's a give and go. Rao has it blocked again. It's out of bounds and stays with Neshannock with 5:26 to go. A lot of times when you see teams get in these compact gyms and you have a team with length, they can really shrink that floor. That's not necessarily the case here. This Neshannock defense has been so good tonight. Johnson almost had that off the inbound. Seeing a lot of life in Aliquippa's defense here in the third. Points at a premium here early in the third, too, and that's going to be off Neshannock and back to the Quips. Neshannock's got more turnovers than points in this quarter. They still have not adjusted the board. There are 3 fouls on Neshannock in this quarter. There is turnover number 19 on the Quips as Washington traveled. Okay, a lot of dribbling tonight. Does not have a point. Newman. Spins on Odom. That went off the mark, and here comes Johnson. Try to feed it in the middle and turns it over again. And we'll get a foul on Aliquippa on the return trip.
Foul number 12, Honesty Johnson.
Honesty Johnson picks up her third. First foul on the Quips here with 4:42 to go in the third. Oh, good defense right up near half court. That was tipped into the backcourt. Aliquippa wanted a backcourt violation. Their own player tipped it. Newman. Allison, and now Rowe will slow it down. Inside, trying to feed that to Allison, and it's kicked. So that'll stay with Neshannock with 4:11 to go in the quarter. Again, good defense off the inbound. They have the inbounds well guarded. Lob pass for Johnson. Somehow tightrope that end line. Dribbles out of traffic out to Brown. Open for three. No. Rebound Allison. Hard screen by Newman is Nogue. To the bucket. Contact. Johnson the rebound. Maybe. Johnson hits the floor. They battle for it. Brown comes out of it, runs right into Rowe. And we're going to get a foul called on Neshannock.
Neshannock foul number 1, Jaden No.
Foul is on Nogue.
Neshannock foul number 4, Lily Rowe.
Yeah, they changed that now. It's Lily Rowe who picks up the foul as Neshannock does call a Pontius Insurance timeout. Get the best rates and customer service by calling a local agent of Pontius Insurance. Get on the Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard. We have two finals in the books tonight. Elwood, a winner over Mohawk, 59-37. Union over Springdale, 54-16. Tomorrow night, we have a doubleheader of boys basketball for you, and this should be a pretty good tilt tomorrow night. As we have Elwood at Mohawk at 7:30. I'll be over there on the call with Tim Continenza for that one. And then Union at Shenango. As Ty Polk and Lee Moon will have the call of that game for you. Wednesday night, we'll bring you another episode of Beyond the Scoreboard, our podcast brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. And then Friday night, we'll conclude the week with Newcastle taking on Pine Richland. Big game in 6A for the Hurricanes as they look to get another win and inch closer. They got a couple of showdowns left with Seneca Valley and Fox Chapel. They still have a shot to win the Section 1 of 6A. Of course, waiting on the other side is going to be Upper St. Clair. Brown to Washington. They get it inside to Odom. Off balance, off the glass. Newman the rebound. There comes Newman down the floor. Pulls it back and gets it out to Rowe, who will slow things down with 3:07 to go in the third. It's been a points at a premium style quarter here in the third as Allison runs into some contact. Aliquippa's gotten more physical here in this third quarter.
Aliquippa foul number 1, Carla Brown.
Fouls on Carla Brown. That's her second. Inbound. Newman gets it off the glass and in. Newman's got 10. Only had 5 the first meeting, so it's good to see her off to a normal self-style game as she gets it from Nogue. Newman lays it in again. Back-to-back buckets. She's got 6 in the quarter, 12 for the game, and a little spark for Neshannock puts this game right back up to 16. Jump ball in the arrow is going to favor Neshannock.
Jump ball, possession will go to Neshannock.
Freedom over Shenango tonight, 47-34. Keeps Freedom alive. Laurel and Rochester doing battle as well. Give and go. Rowe off the glass and in. And that's going to tie a career high for Lily Rowe with 10. Extend the lead to 18, and it looks like Neshannock is back in control, but there is Johnson the other way. Too strong on rebound, puts it in.
Honesty
Johnson with 12. Back to 16, just under 2 to go. Scramble for the ball is Allison, and a timeout call by Luann Grabowski, a 30-second timeout. Pontius Insurance, call agent Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddens to get started today, or visit pontiusinsurance.com. So again, a couple of finals here in the Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard as Freedom over Shenango, 47-34. That's big because now Freedom at 2 and 5. Depending on what happens with Laurel tonight, they could be tied with Laurel after their game with Rochester in the section. So that keeps Freedom alive big time for one of those final 2 berths behind Neshannock and Aliquippa. Now, if Laurel wins that game and goes to 3 and 4, and Rochester falls to 4 and 3, Freedom would have to wait it out. Shenango is eliminated. They're 0 and 6. So they will not be able to catch a bid out of Section 1. Needed to win that and get a ton of help the rest of the way. Inbound, Madur. Hands it off. Newman challenging off the glass. No. Odom strong for that rebound. Has it almost poked away. And we're going to get another foul on Neshannock.
Neshannock foul number 4, Lily Rowe.
So Lily Rowe's going to pick that up. That's the 5th. So we got shots coming the other way for Aliquippa. That's going to send Carla Brown to the line. She is scoreless tonight. Brown gets the first.
Checking back in for Neshannock number 2, Sophia Bonner.
Sophia Bonner is back. He's at 39-25. .120 to go. Up ahead off this turnover. Johnson traveled. So we get back-to-back turnovers. 21 now for Aliquippa. We got more trouble here for Aliquippa.
There's a technical foul on Aliquippa. Jaden Nove is going to shoot the 2 technical foul.
Tech on Aliquippa as Johnson picks that up. Noge, her first attempts tonight, misses it. Again, she's the best free throw shooter on this team at 83%. 1 of 2. But it is going to be a Neshannock ball with 1:13 to go. Honesty Johnson takes a seat. Trinity Arrington in for Aliquippa. A lob to Newman underneath, gives it off to Allison. The extra pass. Allison's got 11. 42-25. Neshannock is in control. Brown out to the corner, gets it back. Odom. This is the blueprint for beating Aliquippa as Newman tapped that out of bounds. You got to get the lead on them, and you've got to put them in a position to press. And I don't mean presses in defense. I mean force the issue, and that's what Neshannock has done here tonight, is they'll throw it away again for the 22nd time tonight. Beat the pressure with Nogue down the floor. Nogue out to Newman. Open for three. Got it!
Newman for three.
33 seconds to go in the quarter. And a steal by Bonner. Bonner goes up and gets it to roll in. 10 for Bonner. The Neshannock offense is awakened. Here in the third quarter late, it's a 22-point lead. Odom and another turnover. Nogue with 6 seconds. Bounce pass, Bonner for three. Dagger! They double up Aliquippa. There's your replay. How about the end of that third quarter by Neshannock? They get that to go, and it's a double up on Aliquippa here to end the third. 25-point lead for the Lancers on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Back here to start the fourth quarter. Eric Thomas with you courtside at Neshannock High School. A 25-point lead for Neshannock in this one. Aliquippa ball to start things. They've turned it over 23 times. Just 2 more points than turnovers in this game for the Quips. Floater by Brown is going to rim in. That's her first field goal of the night. Aliquippa is going to have to apply the pressure and get points in a hurry. So Honesty Johnson is going to come back in.
For Aliquippa, number 12, Honesty Johnson.
Again, we have set this table for you numerous times tonight. Aliquippa at 6-0 in Section 1. Neshannock right behind them at 5-1. 15-2 overall for the Lancers. Any chance to win the section, they needed to win tonight. As on the floor, it's Bonner, Newman, Allison, Nogue, and Madur for the Lancers. Bonner's had a fantastic game tonight. So is Lily Rowe. Madur throws it in traffic, and it's poked away. 16th turnover. Here comes Odom the other way, lays it in.
Denham Odom.
Denham Odom's got 9 tonight. A 4-point spurt for Aliquippa here to start things, trying to get this down to 20. And that's taken away. Brown by Madur. Contact, lays it in. And for Bonner, that's going to be her fourth foul. And Brown, who just had her first field goal tonight, gets her second one.
Checking back in for Neshannock, number 4, Lily Rowe.
And Lily Rowe is back in. Brown can't connect. Rowe the rebound. Lily Rowe's had an excellent night tonight. 10 points off the bench. Little give and go. Rowe has it blocked. And Washington comes away with it. Goes by Newman, lays off a little bit, and Washington will lay it in.
Washington.
Little spark here for Aliquippa. It's 50-33, so it's down to 17. And Brown's going to get called for the foul.
Out for foul number 1, Carla Brown.
Nogue goes into the backcourt. And Rowe is fouled by Washington. Again, we'll have boys action for you tomorrow night. Mohawk and Elwood City from Mohawk High School. That place will be raucous as Newman gets it off the inbound and is fouled by Brown. And quickly, Brown and the fouls mounting here for Aliquippa. They had a nice little run to start this quarter, but now Newman will be at the line for 2.
Newman will go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
And Union Shenango tomorrow night as well. That Mohawk-Elwood game, we'll talk a little bit about that in our post game tonight. Get you set up for that one tomorrow night. Newman makes the first. Peyton Newman was 16 tonight. 2 above her average. And hat tip to, not sure what we're discussing over here at the officials table. They've gone to the official scorer. They're making sure that they're both on par with one another. Not sure if it's a foul issue or if it's a clock issue. Brown has 4 fouls. We got one of the Aliquippa assistants leaning in. You know, we mentioned earlier, too, about this Aliquippa program. So Dwight Lindsay took over before the 2021 season. And he said he walked into the equipment room. There were 4 basketballs and 2 were flat. He had to go on social media to get former players to return away uniforms. The school district does go ahead and end up buying them new practice gear and uniforms and shooting shirts. By the way, they have one of the best warm-up shirts that I've seen all season long. If you see an Aliquippa game, make sure you check those out. And he has been building this program really from the ground up. He said that this is the year they have to turn the corner, and boy, they've really done that. They lead the section right now. They're in danger of going into a tie with Neshannock. We're still talking this over in the table. I don't know if there's a discrepancy with the fouls because Carla Brown has gone to the bench. So there might be a discrepancy as to whether or not she has 5 fouls or 4, but now she comes back out. We've got 2 officials at the table. We've got Dwight Lindsay and Lou Ann Grabowski are inching their way closer. Brown has now walked back over towards her own bench, but she's staying on the floor, so I don't think that's going to have anything to do with it. And Luann Grabowski's even telling them to let's go. Let's get this thing figured out. I'd love some clarity on exactly what is going on over here. You know, here's the thing, too. This is an 18-point game right now. I'm not sure.
Basketball has a huge section game tomorrow away at Southside Beaver. Hope to see everyone.
I'm not sure what they're discussing is really going to impact the bottom line of this game. But whatever it is, we're going on now like a 4.5 to 5 minute delay here. And it would be really nice if we could get some type of announcement or figure out what in the hell is going on over there, because this has completely brought this game to a halt with Newman at the free throw line. Now they're bringing the two coaches together. See a good view of it right there. I wish we had this mic'd up so we could hear this. Whatever the situation is, Luann Grabowski's like, I don't care. Let's just go play. Dwight Lindsay's still getting an explanation from the officials. You know, Luann's just like, I mean, come on, let's roll the ball out and go. Brown, by the way, is still on the floor, so it's not a discrepancy. No issue with her. I thought for a moment, because she had walked over to the bench, it might be whether she had 5 or 4 fouls, and the books differed. I don't know what that was all about. And Newman makes the second one, and she has 17, and it's a 19-point lead for the Lancers with under 6 to go. And that is a travel on Washington. And there is turnover number 24 tonight for Aliquippa. Goes Rowe right by the defense. Lily Rowe off the glass. No. Johnson the rebound. Aliquippa needs points. Johnson throws that one too long for turnover number 25 tonight for Aliquippa. Change of possession is brought to you by Madure Bonner Law. There's been a lot of change of possessions tonight. To the corner, Madure. Floater, no. There's Allison for the putback.
Ainsley Allison.
Allison with 13. 21-point lead for the Lancers. Another travel, turnover 26. All the change of possessions tonight are brought to you by Madure Bonner Law. Make sure you protect your possessions at Madure Bonner Law, your community firm with a personal connection and individualized service. Tri-County Principals Association post-game show comes up after this game. In the next 5 minutes or so, we'll have a tie atop Section 1 of 2A as Allison is there from Nogay to lay it in. Jaden Nogay has only scored 1 point tonight, but she still had a big impact in this game, both defensively and with the ball distribution. Brown thought about the three. Off step in the lane, and we're going to get a charge called on Peyton, or a blocking foul called on Peyton Newman. Second foul on Neshannock. That's the third on Newman. The Neshannock boys are in action tomorrow night against Southside Beaver. And there is Denham Odom. Odom. That one rims out.
Checking back to the Quips number 5, Jazz Cobb.
Jazz Cobb is back in the game for Aliquippa. Second one by Odom is good. It's tipped and out of bounds. It'll stay on the Neshannock side. So tomorrow night, you've got Newcastle at Seneca Valley. That's a huge game in 6A. If the Hurricane has any shot at winning that section, they've got to get revenge on Seneca Valley at Seneca Valley tomorrow night. Make that trip down the road to go play Seneca Valley. There's Newman around the dial over to the corner. Madur. Back to Newman. Newman spins on Brown. Fadeaway. That was contested nicely. It's out of bounds. Tomorrow night in 2A boys, Neshannock at Southside Beaver. They'll try to stay atop the section with a win tomorrow night. Rochester is at Laurel. Union at Shenango. We'll have that game for you, of course, on the Lawrence County Sports Network tomorrow night. And we'll also have Mohawk and Elwood City. Those are your teams on the boys' side tomorrow night. And we'll have shots here, no shots. Peyton Newman are fourth.
Back in for the Lancers, number 3, Callie Biondi.
Callie Biondi, who's played nicely off the bench tonight. Odom. There's no game with a rebound. Okay, out to Rowe. Rowe will pull it back. Trying to play keep away now as Odom tried to strip that. It's going to be actually off the official. White Lindsay once again pleading his case. His team down 22. Now goes to Madur. Good feed inside to Allison, and she is fouled. And we're going to get a tech called on Denham Odom. Second technical foul called on Aliquippa tonight. So this is going to be 2 shots and the ball.
The personal foul, number 13, Denham Odom, and then also a technical foul.
That should disqualify Odom. That's going to be her 5th.
The first 2 personal shots.
So there's going to be 4 shots and the ball for Allison. That was a shooting foul, a technical foul, and then Neshannock will get the ball here too as well. This is getting a little out of control. Aliquippa showing some frustration here late in this game. Got to be careful with 2 techs. Still trying to figure this out here. So the bottom line is Odom should be out. That's her 4th and 5th foul. She is out. So Trinity Arrington will come back in. Denham Odom's night is done with 10. Personal fouls here by Allison, who can't get the first. Then there's going to be 2 technical fouls. I would assume Jade Nogue will take those. Jade Nogue will, in fact, take the technicals. And Neshannock is going to get the ball as well. Nogue, perfect. 3 points tonight, all at the line for Nogue. Rowe will direct traffic here with 3:15 to go. It's been a long game because of these two somewhat lengthy delays. The first one to discuss whatever was up with the book. But Durr spins around both, and then we're going to get another technical foul called. That's going to be on Honesty Johnson, and she is done. She is also going to have to sit out the next game with 2 technical fouls tonight.
Technical foul, number 12. Aliquippa, Honesty Johnson.
Well, you go so long without seeing techs in a game, period. Tonight we've had 3. And Honesty Johnson will miss the next game for Aliquippa, which is going to be Thursday night against Laurel, as Nogue misses the first one. Now we get another stoppage. Honesty Johnson is out. That was her 5th foul anyway. Love to know what these conversations have been like over on the sideline tonight. As Nogue's second is good. So once again, Neshannock is going to have the ball after the technical. Denham Odom fouled out. She was teed up. Honesty Johnson had a tech early in the game. Got her second. She is disqualified. That would have been her 5th foul anyway. But now she must also sit the next game after being ejected from this one with 2 technical fouls. That's a big game for Laurel because they're going to need that to stay within striking distance here of the playoffs. Big game tonight with Rochester that they were looking at as Washington the other way off the turnover lays it in.
Deanna Washington.
Newman. Bonner, kept it alive. Might have gotten away with steps. Rao underneath, and there is Biondi to lay it in. Biondi's first field goal tonight, 62-36 Neshannock. This is academic now with 2:19 to go. There's going to be a tie atop Section 1 with both teams at 6-1. Brown going to launch a 3. No, loose. Rao the rebound, or Rowe the rebound, up ahead to Bonner. Extra pass to Newman, off the glass, and it rolls in. Peyton Newman has 19, and Neshannock is going to get its biggest win of the season here tonight, as they are up by 28 in this contest. And the arrow is going to favor the Lancers. Did not see a 28-point margin in this game at any point tonight. And I do believe, looks like Peyton Newman's night is going to be done. She finishes with 19. Leanne Grabowski did say that we should be up for the challenge, and boy, were they ever tonight. That second quarter, 16-9.
Jump ball, additional go to Aliquippa.
35-15 over the 2 middle quarters. Arrow's going to favor Aliquippa with 99 seconds to go. Get some subs in for Aliquippa here the rest of the way as their night's done. Chloe Bible is into the game. Arrington launches a 3 that rolls around the rim and off, and Bonner the rebound. Some new players in for Neshannock as Anna Maisel is in the game for the first time tonight. And her and Bible get tied up. Chloe Bible's got to be careful. Her one shoe is untied.
Diesel at the line to shoot 2 shots.
Maisel will shoot 2.
Checking in from Neshannock, number 23, Holstrup.
Mia Holmstrup is into the game for the first time tonight, number 23. And Arrington back to Bible as we come up on a minute to go. Bible played the JV game, and that's stolen away by Arrington. But it will be a foul on Madeline Arrow, who's in there in front of Neshannock as well. Well, if Luann Grabowski was worried about 2 things tonight, if she was worried about the slow start, that did not happen tonight. Team got off to a fast start, controlled this game from the tip, never at any point trailed in this game. It was tied, but never trailed. Also into the game for Neshannock for the first time tonight. Ella Skodak is in the game. Arrington's second, no good. We got subs in everywhere for everybody, but Lily Rowe is going to stay out there for the final minute. So if Grabowski was worried about the slow start, didn't happen tonight, and if she was worried about this game being, as she called, a dogfight, it got more physical as the night went on, but this was never, maybe outside of the first quarter, this was never in doubt tonight.
Diesel back at the line to shoot 2 shots.
Misa will be at the line. So we're closing this thing out here in 49 seconds. Five threes in the first meeting between these two. 4 here tonight. This was just a good old-fashioned beatdown as Layla Brown fires a 3. Arrington still hustling hard. Bible to Arrington, 33 seconds to go. They rotate the ball around. And Aliquippa will get it with Alexis Miller. For 2, her first 2 of the night. Down to 18 seconds. Neshannock up next at Freedom on Thursday night. Then they finish with Lincoln Park, Rochester, and Shenango. So odds are we may get a tie. Who knows? Both teams have to play Rochester yet. Neshannock will get them on the 3rd and Aliquippa on the 6th. And that is the final game for Aliquippa. They will both end on February 6th. And Neshannock will be favored in all 3 of those remaining section games.
2 shots.
And for sure, probably in all 4 games as well. So we get free throws here, the final 3 seconds. Arrow makes both. And this was never in doubt.
Score, Neshannock 69.
But it would have been hard to predict before the night that Neshannock was going to win this thing by 30, but that's exactly what they did tonight. A commanding performance by the Lancers as they tie up Aliquippa atop the section at 6-1 apiece. Neshannock will up its record to 16-2. And Aliquippa will fall to 12-3. The Tri-County Principals Association postgame show comes your way next. We'll give you the final scoring numbers and one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we will get on out of here for the night. Neshannock, a big win tonight here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as the December LCAP Team of the Month after their 13-2 start to the season. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling team, our December LCAP Team of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Aliquippa or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Back here on our Tri-County Principals Association postgame show, 69-39, the final. Neshannock goes into a tie with Aliquippa for Section 1 of 2A, both at 6-1 in the section. Neshannock is back on the floor Thursday night against Freedom, and Thursday night Aliquippa will take on Laurel. We'll tell you about Laurel here in just a second because there's a couple of moves here in Section 1 as far as the playoffs go. Let's take a look at our recap tonight's gem of a game with Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. For Aliquippa tonight, they were led by Honesty Johnson, who had 12. However, she picked up 2 techs and was disqualified, so she will miss the next game against Laurel. For Aliquippa, 10 for Denham Odom, who also picked up a technical foul. 6 points apiece for Carla Brown and Diana Washington. 2 for Miller, who checked in at the end of the game, and also for Uri Carter, and 1 for Trinity Arrington to equal up 39 points for Aliquippa. And they were held in check in the middle quarters tonight. Coach G is going to come over and talk to us. If I can find you a headset, let's get you one here. We'll get you hooked up. Let's get you the rest of the scoring here real quick. 19 for Peyton Newman to lead Neshannock, 16 for Ainsley Allison, 13 for Sophia Bonner, 10 for Lily Rowe, 4 for Jaden Nogue, all at the free throw line. Anna Maisel had 3 and 2 for Callie Biondi to round out the scoring and come up with 69 points. That is your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family owned and operated, general contractor for 4 generations. Extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allow us to help any project and meet any challenge. Building our community for 70 years, visit gembuilders.com. All right, let's do it this way then. We'll get Coach Grabowski to come over here, and we'll just do this old school here tonight. Thank you for joining us. I mean, you questioned whether you guys were going to be up for the challenge here tonight. You certainly answered that pretty early.
Yes, the kids followed the game plan to a T. We had a couple different defenses ready, but we went with a go-to, and I thought it held. I think Carla Brown makes them go. She's a really, really good point guard, and if you keep her from out of the paint and penetrating, then she can't find, who's open. Honesty, obviously, is their second best player. But most of her points, as you see, come in transition or whatever. So defensively, we had a game plan. The kids followed it to a T. Offensively, we did some really, really good things. Our turnovers were down, and I think it was a great win for us.
How about the play of Lily Rowe, who was great off the bench? You needed to go to your bench a little bit earlier, maybe than you wanted. You have a rotation, obviously, but it's because of fouls and all that, maybe a little bit more than you wanted to, but she really responded early for you.
She did. She responded exceptionally well. She's actually playing really well at this point, and we're just getting Sophia Bonner back to full health. Not too many people know this. She had strep throat, then she had pneumonia, then she had what we thought was a stress fracture. So she's just getting back to 100%. And so it's been great. Lily has really filled that role, and she played exceptional tonight.
Would this team have won this game last year, this version with the youth and all that? Would they have won this game, and how much have they grown, say, from a year ago this time to now?
Well, assistant coach Jess Shevitz and I have just talked about that. We really thought we would have grown up a little bit sooner, but we really didn't grow up until after the Christmas break. And I would say, actually, the game away at Rochester, after Christmas, I think we're really starting to play like I know we're capable of playing. Doing a lot of good things, not missing so many assignments, defensively especially. We did a decent job on the boards tonight, which down there we got absolutely annihilated. And so they're growing. I don't know if last year's team could have beat this group, as young as they are, as young as we were. But we are definitely growing up.
I know that this probably didn't factor into the bottom line of this game. What happened during that delay in the fourth quarter? Was there a discrepancy with the book? I mean, just to kind of take us into a little bit what was going on.
So the discrepancy was Johnson got a personal foul called, or technical foul called on her. That counts as a personal foul. My daughter's the scorekeeper. She did it for us, and the other scorekeeper didn't do it.
Now, was this was Honesty Johnson's, not Denham Odom's, because Denham Odom got the tech first, and then there was...
No, Honesty got one early in the third quarter, and then got one late. Yeah. But the one in the third quarter was the one after this technical on 13. When they went to the book, their scorekeeper only had Honesty for 3 fouls. And my daughter said, no, 4. And so they were arguing. And she said, well, when I asked her, she said she had 3. So whatever it was, the officials let her talk. And it ended up being the correct call because she had 3 at the half. So the technical gives her 4, and then she fouled out late.
You've got a handful of games coming up yet, but now you're in a tie for the section. just give us a little scouting report on what you feel is going to have to happen down the stretch for you guys to win this thing.
Well, we got to play Rochester at home yet, and they're decent. We got to go to Freedom, which is always tough to play away down there. We have Lincoln Park at home, and then we're at Shenango.
All right, Freedom won tonight, so that's just keep that in mind. And Laurel won tonight too, so that is, Laurel beat Rochester tonight. So that kind of, I mean, it seems like the 4 that are going to make it are pretty well. You guys are already in, you don't have to worry about it, but it seems like the 4 that are going to make it are pretty well known now.
Yes, so that'll be, we've just got to keep playing the way we're capable of playing.
All right, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Nice win tonight.
Thank you.
That is Neshannock head coach Lou Ann Grabowski. Big thanks for her joining us here tonight as her team goes to a 30-point win, and they're in a tie now with Aliquippa atop the section. And let's get you one final look at that Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard update before we give out our awards here tonight. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. Remember, senior citizens ride for free. So in games that matter as far as this section goes, Freedom defeats Shenango tonight 47-34. Laurel defeats Rochester 60-49. So that pretty much is going to lock up, not necessarily lock up. I mean, it's still a 1-game lead for Laurel over Freedom, but Freedom needed Laurel to lose tonight, get into basically a tie with them, and then hope to get some help on the way out. So Freedom is going to have to win out now to have any shot. And Laurel and Rochester at 4-3 and 3-4 respectively are going to stay right at 3-4 behind Neshannock and Aliquippa. So it's really going to become a battle now for 3rd and 4th place, and it looks like those two might have the inside track to hang on to it here the rest of the way to get those 4 teams out of Section 1. Elwood City defeated Mohawk tonight 57-34, or 59-37, and 54-16. Union defeats Springdale in girls single A. And that's a look at your Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard authority. Save money on gas and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go, serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Reminder, tomorrow we have a boys doubleheader for you. We have Union and Shenango and Elwood City and Mohawk. Both times are 7:30. You can watch them both on the Lawrence County Sports Network, with the pregame shows beginning around 7:15 tonight. And then Wednesday, we'll have another edition of our podcast, Beyond the Scoreboard. James Dotson will be there for that one. And then Friday night, Pine Richland will take on Newcastle in boys action, and that will round out the week for us. That gets us to our awards here tonight. Let's tell you about those, because we got the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. And Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Sophia Bonner of Neshannock, who hit that big 3 at the end of the 3rd off the steal. That was a huge swing in this game where Neshannock's offense in the 3rd struggled a little bit, and then a big flurry at the end of the 3rd quarter, capped by that Bonner 3 right near the end of the quarter to seal this thing. That was all, for all intent and purposes, that was a game right there. That won the game and locked it up for Neshannock the rest of the way. So Sophia Bonner is our Play of the Game Award. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County Sports Center proud to honor Sophia for tonight's Play of the Game. She got a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on X and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Sophia Bonner for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award is going to go to Lily Rowe, who off the bench tonight tied a career high with 10 points. She was fantastic when called upon in this game. 10 big points, ran the show tonight basically at the point guard spot as well, and had a lot of big plays tonight to help her team to a 30-point win. So MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game award to Lily Rowe of Neshannock. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Lily as tonight's MVP of the game. She'll get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Lily Rowe for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance for the win. Big thanks to James Dotson for getting us on the air here, Matt, and Garrett for getting over here after the Mohawk game. And speaking of Mohawk, we'll see you tomorrow night from Mohawk as they take on Elwood City. And don't forget, Union Shenango, same time, 7:30, right here on the Lawrence County Sports Network. 30-point win for Neshannock tonight as they go into a tie for Section 1 of 2A. It'll be a good battle down the stretch the next couple of weeks. And then we're on to the postseason. Great one here tonight. Congratulations to Lou Ann Grabowski and her side for the big victory. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Mohawk High School. You've been watching high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.